nickel, it's pretty difficult, and I don't think people realize it. What does it mean to be like a nickel corner?
First off, I'll say appreciate y'all for having me here. Secondly, man, I feel like the nickel spot, it is different. For me, I don't think it's difficult. It took reps, it took trial and error, but at the end of the day, man, it's at the end of the day, it puts you closer to the ball, so it teaches you football a little bit more than just playing on the outside. But man, I love it. It creates some versatility for me. I enjoy it.
Can you talk about the pride you take in fitting the run from the nickel?
Yeah, for sure, man. I pride myself on being a person that, you know what I'm saying, just throw my body in there with no care. So, man, fitting the run, it's never been an issue for me. Being that, you know, I'm not no 200-pound guy, but I'm still willing to throw my body in there no matter what, you know.
Yeah. And being in the nickel, you know, you're facing all those two-way goes. Guys can go either way on you, and you really, you know, kind of build your experience that way through baptized by fire and stuff like that. What was that like early on for you, realizing, you know, these receivers can go anywhere, man? It's be tough.
Definitely. Like I said earlier, man, it was a lot of trial and error. Some techniques that I tried to work, you know, that may not work at the nickel spot, that may work at corner. And you just gotta feel it, man. It's really a filler type position. So as I worked that and, you know, learned what my help was when in certain coverages and different things, I kind of, you know, worked off of that to be able to guard wide receivers and scouting reports. That's put it all together, you know.
Perfect, man.
You talked about throwing your body around.
For sure.
When you look at workouts and those kind of things, like how do you keep yourself healthy while playing that style, especially at the next level?
Definitely. You got to be a pro about about just playing ball. At the end of the day, we playing a very violent sport. We throw ourselves around. We're making tackles. Shoot, I'm making tackles on guys that's bigger than me. So it's just being a pro outside of, you know, just the things that are required of me. You know what I'm saying? So making sure I'm getting my nutrition in, making sure I'm getting my sleep in, making sure that I'm, you know, getting extra rehab if needed. So it's just really all those things that kind of go into account when it comes to that.
Can you talk about your week at the Shrine Bowl?
Say that again?
Can you talk about your week at the Shrine Bowl?
Yeah, for sure. Man, the Shrine Bowl, it was a wonderful experience. I enjoyed it. Just from traveling to Vegas, it was my first time on the West Coast. So that was a good vibe to, you know, be around. Eric Galco, man, he organized the event pretty well, and I appreciated him for that. Man, the main thing was for me is just going into the interview process and just making sure that I'm being myself, you know, showing everybody who Kei'Trel Clark is outside of the helmet, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they don't know me, you know what I'm saying? And I want people to know me. I want people to know my aura, my vibe, and how my swag is. So that was the main thing. And then, you know, just going into practice just to show that I was the best DB there. And I feel like I did that.
Yeah, Kei'Trel, we spoke in Vegas after
My
a few
guy.
practices there.
What's up?
After the Shrine Week,
Yep.
the Falcons said you were the player that flashed the most to them there.
Okay.
What do you feel like you put on tape that week in Vegas that
what I was
maybe
thinking
made them
about
feel
doing was
that
just
way?
paying my
Maybe,
mother for
what
like
did
the
they
whole
tell
year.
you?
You know, it may probably
Good
seem
question.
small,
Man, for me, it was just checking every box that had a question next to it. You know, I came off an injury the past season or whatever. You know, I had got injured in 21, man. So, you know, a lot of my year in 2022, it was just making a comeback for me. So, you know, it was a lot of questions with me. So when I got to the Shrine Bowl, my goal was to just, man, show my versatility, show me playing in the slot, show me playing corner, just being aggressive against some wide receivers that's kind of, you know, maybe a bigger frame that they say, and then, you know, just showing my speed, showing them my ability to run with some guys that may run 4.3s or 4.4s. You know what I'm saying? That was the main thing for me.
What was your experience with them on an individual communication level?
Yeah, for sure. When it came to the individual communication, you know, it was a very, very personal experience being able to work with their staff. So it was wonderful, man. You know, they taught us, you know, their little system of the playbook and how they call their meetings and how they run things, and you know, so they was able to teach me some different techniques that I may have not, you know, known before, and I was able to use them. So I say it was pretty well, man. And I know from talking with them, you know, I just took everything in. They love how I was able to, you know, take things from the board in the meeting room and just be able to go to the field and be able to do it. So being very coachable when it came to that.
Appreciate you, buddy. Can you talk a little bit about your transition inside of the slot? I know
Yeah. For sure.
I agree because most people don't see a 214 corner out there.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, all my college career, I played corner. You know what I'm saying? I never touched the slot at once. So this was my first year really playing in the slot. And like I said earlier, man, trial and error. You learn some things. You learn what you can do, what you can't do. Unfortunately, when you learn what you can't do, it might be you getting beat on the play. You know what I'm saying? But it's all learning curves when it comes to it. I say going into that slot, like I said earlier, you got the two-way goals, but you got to learn what leverages you can play, what coverages you may be in, and that can help you put you in a perfect position to make those plays. You know what I'm saying? But my best game is ahead of me, not behind me, for sure.